Hello friends, welcome to the video lecture series of differential equation, especially applications of differential equation. In applications of differential equation, the various applications we have studied, that is problems on Newton's law of cooling, problems on orthogonal trajectories, on electrical circuits, many problems we saw. Now, very important application we are going to study, that is on heat conduction. So here, especially the Fourier law of heat conduction I will be using. The Fourier law of heat conduction, what is it? Here we have a box and there are 6 faces and 4 faces are insulated, and these 2 faces, these opposite faces, are not insulated. The T1 is the temperature at this face and T2 is the temperature at this face. Here the T1 is temperature T1 is greater than temperature T2, and the heat flows in this way. Heat flows from T1 to T2. K is thermal conductivity of the material. Okay, that is fixed. And this material is homogeneous. The Fourier law of heat conduction, it states that the rate of heat transfer or heat flow per unit area, per unit of time, that you call it as a heat flux also, is directly proportional to this area, and this area is perpendicular to the temperature and the negative temperature gradient, because the temperature decreases from this to this. T1 is greater than T2. Now here heat flow, that is denoted by Q. The Q is directly proportional to the area and temperature gradient. Okay, temperature difference dt by dx, and A is this area. This K is what? K is a proportionality constant, and K is the thermal conductivity, you can say here in this in Fourier law of heat conduction. Minus sign indicates the temperature, it decreases along x, along x temperature decreases. This x is this direction. Some points we have to keep in our mind, that negative sign indicate that the temperature decreases in positive x direction. Okay, this is the positive x direction. K is thermal conductivity of the material, that already I told you. A material through which heat flows is homogeneous. In particular, as per the syllabus, there are 2 types of problem. Heat flow through cylindrical pipe and the heat flow the spherical body. Here we are going to discuss the heat flow through the cylindrical pipe. This is inner surface of the pipe, this is outer surface of the pipe. Inner one and the outer one. The radius from the center of the pipe, radius of inner surface is R1 and radius of outer surface is R2. Okay, this is R2 and this is R1. This is R1. The temperature at inner surface T1 and temperature at outer surface is what? T2. And especially we will be solving problems when this pipe, this metal pipe, you can say, this pipe is covered by the insulating material, and you might be knowing that the insulating material, those materials are not 100% heat resistant. The heat flow will be there, no doubt. The rate will be very slow, but heat flows through the insulating material also. Now, this is the inner surface of the pipe. This is insulating material. The temperature at outer surface of the pipe is T2. Temperature at inner surface is T1. Radius from this center, this much distance is R1 and this much distance is R2. Or you can say the radius of inner surface is R1 and radius of inner surface is R2. The area of inner surface, is denoted by A, and area of inner surface is what? 2 pi x. You may take this as x or r also, because heat flows radially. Therefore, I am going to consider that radial distance is r. You may take x also. So 2 pi r multiplied by length of the pipe, and length of the pipe you may denote it by L. Throughout this topic, the length of the pipe initially I will be considering 1 centimeter or 1 meter like that. This Q, heat flow or heat flux, that can be written as minus K 2 pi r dt by dx, because A is the area of the inner surface. Area is what? 2 pi r. Same thing I am going to explain on this model. This model I have prepared, and this model is not so good, but you try to understand and I will try to explain using this model. See, this is the pipe, metal pipe,
This is covered by, this metal pipe is covered by the insulating material. Blue one is the insulating material, There are two surfaces, This is outer surface and this one is the inner surface. This white one is the inner surface, outer surface. At inner surface, temperature is T1. At outer surface, temperature is T2. This is the axis of this cylinder, axis of the pipe, you can say. This plane is the axis. And from center, radius of, see this much, radius of inner surface is R1, radius of outer surface is R2. Temperature of outer surface is T2, temperature of inner surface is T2. Heat flows along this direction, Okay, Q I am going to find. Now, the A is inner surface of the cylinder and A is what? 2 pi R multiplied by length of the pipe. Now what I am going to do? This is the pipe, this is the insulating material, and what I am going to do, this pipe, just I am going to show you the pipe, Then inner surface is 2 pi R multiplied by length of the pipe. This is the length of the pipe, L. Area of the inner surface 2 pi R, 2 pi X or 2 pi R multiplied by L. Okay. So now this I am going to show you how it is. See, this is what R is radius of this circle because inner radius is R. The R is radius of this circle. Is it? Radius of the pipe you can say. And 2 pi R, this is this ring, 2 pi R, perimeter of this circle, where R is the radius of this circle. And if I open it, once you open it, this was the perimeter of this circle, perimeter of this circle. This was perimeter of this circle. So this much part is 2 pi R. 2 pi R multiplied by length of the pipe. Length of the pipe was L. And this perimeter is 2 pi R. Therefore, this much area, this is inner surface. Therefore, area of the inner surface is what? 2 pi R multiplied by length. Area of the rectangle, suppose this inner surface, now it is a rectangle. It is length into breadth. This is area of the rectangle. This is 2 pi R and this is L. But as I told you, I will be considering this L as a unit length. This 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter or 1 meter like that. Okay, for the sake of convenience. This differential equation we are going to solve and we are going to find out the value of Q. See, here how many variables are there? Temperature and R, radius. These two are variables and rest of the things are constant. K is the thermal conductivity that is always given to you. K is what? Here I have already written K is the thermal conductivity and it varies material to material and it will be given to you. Now what I am going to do? The Q I am keeping as it is. I am separating variables. R and T are variables. I am separating R minus K as it is, 2 pi as it is, and dt. Okay, I have separated the variables so as to have the dr and dt in the numerator. And once you separate variables, then integrate it. Q is constant, dr by r. This equals minus k is constant, 2 pi constant, and integral of dt. Is it? Now, this integral I am going to solve, but radius of inner surface is what? R1. Temperature at inner surface is what? T1. Okay, this T1 is greater than T2. Radius of outer surface is R2 and radius of temperature at outer surface is what? T2. Now Q multiplied by integration of 1 by R is log R, lower limit is R1, upper limit is R2. Okay, this part is very simple for you because integration of 1 with respect to T is T and T1, T2, lower limit, upper limit. Minus K into 2 pi, upper limit minus lower limit, T2 minus T1 I am writing here. And Q multiplied by log of upper limit, log of R1 minus log of R2. Upper limit minus lower limit. By law of logarithm, log of A minus log of B is log of A by B, log of R1 by R2 here. Minus K into 2 pi T2 minus T1. the q is equal to, therefore q equals minus 2k pi t2 minus t1 is divided by log of r2 by r1 by r2. Okay, log of this is r2, this should be r2, this should be r2, this is r1, this is r2 and r1, r2 by r1. Okay, now this is the value of q we have found, heat loss we have found. Here once again I am going to repeat the length of the pipe. I am considering single unit, 1 unit. You may consider it as the L unit also. So this is heat loss Q. So now when we solve the problems on this topic, then I will be using value of Q directly. But in examination, if the problem is asked, then you have to repeat up to this. You have to repeat this much part in the examination, and then finally put value of R1, R2, T1 and T2. Is it? In examination you have to present it, but while solving problem I will be writing this equation directly and I will be solving the problem. Now the problem on Fourier law of heat conduction. The question I am going to read: a steam pipe 40 cm in diameter. The steam pipe is same figure I am going to use. Steam pipe 40 cm in diameter. The diameter of the steam pipe is 40 cm. Therefore, radius of steam pipe will be what? 20 cm. This is the radius, and radius is 20 cm. Okay, this is the radius and radius is 20 cm. Temperature is 150 degree. Temperature of the pipe is 150 degree. Here it is 150, and it is protected with a covering 10 centimeter thick. This is 10 centimeter. No, this covering is 10 centimeter, and the value of K is given. Thermal conductivity of the material is given. If the temperature of outer surface of the covering is 30 degrees centigrade, temperature means T2 temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. Find the amount of heat loss per hour from meter long pipes. That is the first question. And the second one is also find the temperature at a distance 25 centimeter from the center of the pipe. We have to find out temperature. This is the center of the pipe. Middle of the 10 is 5, and this much is what? 25 now, because radius of the inner surface is 20 centimeter, and the thickness is 10, and half of it is 5. The 20 plus 5 is 25, and at R equal to 25, we have to find out the temperature. Okay, what is the Fourier law of heat conduction? Yes, Fourier law of heat conduction is Q equals minus 2 pi K dt by dr. Okay, this is Fourier law of heat conduction. Q equals 2 pi K R. So what is Fourier law of heat conduction? Q equals minus 2 pi K multiplied by R dt by dr. R is a radial distance and it is counted from the center of the pipe. And once you separate variables, okay, dr by, okay, just we have done Q I am keeping on the left hand side, 2 pi K on the right hand side as it is, and T. Then integrate with respect to R, integrate with respect to T here. So this part we have done previously. In previous sheet, this part I have explained. So I am giving this as equation 1. And what was Q there? Q was minus of 2 pi into K Here minus of 2 pi k t2 minus t1 is divided by log of r2 by r. Okay, this we have already proved. See, here T1 is what? Temperature of inner surface of the pipe. Temperature of inner surface of the pipe is 150 degree. Temperature of outer surface of the pipe is 30 degree centigrade. Here R1 is what? R1 is radius of inner surface. Radius of inner surface is given to you. What is radius of inner surface? It is 20 centimeter. Diameter is given, therefore radius is half of it, 20 centimeter. And radius of outer surface is what? Thickness is what? Thickness is 10. 10 plus this radius of inner surface is 30 centimeter. R1, R2, T1, T2 values are there. And R1, R2, T1, T2 values may get changed in the examinations. Remember. Therefore, Q equals minus 2 pi k to pi is 3.14. K is thermal conductivity which is given to you. 0.0012. It is already given to you. T2 minus T1. T2 is what? 30 minus 150. This divided by log of R2 by R1. What is R2? R2 is 30 and this is what? 20. Now calculate this value. Now calculate this value using calculator. It will be 2.23 calorie per second. The heat loss we have found, but it is in terms of calorie per second. Now what is required to be found? Find the amount of heat loss per hour from a meter long pipe. Okay. Therefore, here I am writing amount of heat loss per hour from a meter long pipe is equal to what? This Q multiplied by. As for meter long pipe, this calculation we have done for 1 centimeter. 1 meter is about 100 centimeter multiplied by 100. And this heat loss we have calculated per second. This is per second heat loss. And for R we have to calculate. Therefore, 60 multiplied by 60 seconds is 1 hour. 60 second 1 minute and 60 minute 1 hour, like that. Now this is equal to 2.23 multiplied by this 3600 and these 2 zeros. This is 802848.8 calorie per hour. Is it? This is amount of heat loss per hour from a meter long pipe. If the length of the pipe is 2 meter, then multiply it by 200. Length of the pipe is 3 meter, multiply by 300, like this. Okay. Why I am writing approximately? Because when you round up these decimal places, it is fully depend on you. Up to 2 decimal places you have to round up, or up to 3 decimal places you have to round up. That is fully depend on you. That's why I am writing here approximately. Okay, the first part we have solved. We found heat loss. This is the heat loss calorie per second. Now this is the heat loss per hour from a meter length pipe. Now the second part we are going to solve. What is the second part? Find the temperature at a distance 25 centimeter. Okay, find the temperature at a distance 25 centimeter. This point O, just I am writing O, O, and this point P. The OP is what? OP is 25, and at P, at R equal to 25, I want the temperature of the pipe, Now, for this purpose, I am going to use equation 1. What is equation 1? Equation 1 is Q multiplied by integral dr by r minus 2 pi k d. Is it? So this is available with us. Now, what we have to find? the temperature at R equal to 25 we have to find. Now, when R is 20, inner radius is 20, and the temperature at inner surface is what? It is 150. Okay, and when R is, when the distance is 25, we have to find out value of, we have to find out T, means we have to find out temperature at R equal to 25. Now it becomes very simple. Just evaluate this integral, definite integral, and get the answer. Now Q equals what? Q multiplied by log of R, lower limit is 20, upper limit is 25, then minus 2 pi k. You may put values of k, pi, it is fully dependent on you. Then integration T, 150 and T. Okay, you may call this as a T1 also. Temperature at R is equal to 25 is T1. Now, minus 2 pi k, T1, temperature at R equal to 25, minus 150. This Q multiplied by log R or log 25 minus log 20, upper limit minus lower limit. Then log of A minus log of B, you can write log of 25 by 20 minus 2 pi k T1 minus 150. Okay. Now, what is value of Q? This value of Q is what? 2.23, because we are doing this calculation for calorie per second, 2.23 and log of 25. Log of 25 by 20 is 0.223. This equals minus 2, pi is 3.14. Value of k is what? 0.0012. T1 minus 150, that we have to keep as it is. Now 2.23, 0.223, this divided by this minus also I am shifting here. 2 multiplied by 3.14 and 0.0012. This is T1 minus 150. Okay. Now T1 minus 150. Now use calculator and get the value is minus 66. Now T1 equals minus 66 plus 150. Therefore T1 equals 84. Is it? T1 equals what? 84. So this T1 is the temperature at R equal to 25. At R equal to 25 centimeters. Okay, in this way we have solved this one. In examination, all those values may get changed. This 25, this value of k, then this value, is it? This value, because all those values may get changed in the examination, but the procedure will be same. And here the value of Q I have written directly. In examination you have to show how this has come, and this I have explained in the previous sheet. So we stop here. Thank you very much.